The lessons, they're very broad, so we have to stick to the criteria of our workbook, which basically outlines everything that we actually have to complete in the subject. So you've got two parts. So you've got a mechanical and electrical part that is set up in terms of semester 1 and semester 2. The lessons, we basically do a lot of theory. We work on the design for our overall projects. The assessments, they consist of, so 50% goes towards your final overall assessment. So you have to build a mechanical, electrical project. So it could be anything within the restraints that it has to have an electrical subsystem, and it has to be controlled autonomously. Then you've got another 30% towards 2 SACs, and then you've got the overall exam. Probably the design constraints that we have to work under was very broad in systems 1 and 2, but with systems 3 and 4 it's more narrow or precise. That's probably what I would have liked to know before I went into the subject, but otherwise it's all good. So make sure, of course, you're all up to date with all your tasks. Have a summary book of all the assessments and criteria that you actually have to apply to. Make sure you apply it all to the study design, so make sure you document everything there. Physics does help in this situation because it's basically a practical version, so a lot of it intertwines with that. So if you've got so it's all based upon the engineering background or route. So it all applies. So all the practical side, we learn soldering. We learn how to build subsystems and use Raspberry Pi or an Arduino subsystem. So that will relate to industry because you actually get to do some programming, you get to do some hands-on work. You get to do a lot with the manufacturing side and looking at mass production as well. So I think that helps as well. So I think what's unique about systems engineering is the project that we do. So it does count towards 50% of your study score, which is the majority. But it's unique because of the criteria that you actually have to deal with, and you can basically choose what you want to do. So there's no constraints in terms of what you can do. It just has to apply to mechanical electrical project and has to work at the end of the day basically.